You know, can I just say something quickly? Fuck autofill. Who on earth thought it was a good idea? I would much rather wait in a 10-minute queue where I actually get one of the roles that I mean to play rather than a 5-minute queue where I have to go and play support. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name's GBang99. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. All right. Oh, God. All right. Let me just say, my desire to upload videos daily is greater than the embarrassment of a player that I have become because... yeah. All right, so obviously I've had a pretty bad week lately. The Packers lost to the Vikings just yesterday, and overall, I have not been playing that well in League of Legends. I've been playing pretty badly on stream. I have not been playing that well in the jungle. I apparently now have to deal with autofill as well. A lot of you guys noticed in a couple of videos ago, I was playing in my promos back to Diamond because I got demoted down to Platinum 1 again. Got back to the promos pretty quickly after just a couple of wins, but I ended up losing the final game of that promo series. And that evening, I made a bad decision to get a little bit tipsy and play ranked, which is never a good idea. And Platinum 2 is the result of that. I've actually had a little bit of fun playing in Platinum 2. Games are so much easier, people are so much easier to beat, lanes are so much nicer, oh my goodness, it's actually a very nice experience. Today I want to take some time to talk to you guys about that a little bit. I want to talk to you guys about the concept of Elo Hell versus Elo Heaven. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. No idea at all. How do you play support again? Oh, there we go. That's how. Oh my god, this is easy. What? Holy moly, this is easy. Maybe I should main support. Support in jungle. These aren't really phrases that you guys hear that much anymore because we no longer use the Elo system. We use the League system, which I kind of have mixed feelings about. I think it's actually a pretty nice system when it comes to like making it harder for you to get out of ratings that you work so hard to get to. It took a lot of bad play for me to get demoted out of Diamond. But for those of you guys like me who've played League for a while, you guys all remember that we used to have the Elo system. And for any of you who weren't around, the Elo system was like a typical ranked system where you have rankings that are typically 4-digit numbers. You start off at 1200 Elo, 2K Elo is typically where people consider the really good players to be at. Sometimes it's called MMR, which might actually be technically different, but basically the same system. But it was a pretty nice system that League had for a really long time. Do you guys remember when that one guy hacked League of Legends, and instead of like trying to steal people's credit card information or anything like that, he just changed the Elos of specific popular players? Oh my god, support is easy. Wow. Okay. He set Pobelter's Elo, wasn't it, to 9,999, and he ended up setting St. Vicious's Elo to 1. St. Vicious was trying to duo queue with the worst people he could find from his stream, the lowest rated people in the game, just so he could find games to play ranked. If you guys remember that, and you actually ended up watching St. Vicious's stream when all that was happening, you probably remember him saying something along the lines of, "This isn't Elo Hell, this is Elo Heaven." Okay, I still have a lot to learn about support, or maybe not! Oh, fuck, that was so close. Why didn't that stun him? I only had one mark on him, didn't I? These are terms that players actually used a lot, especially when Elo was still around. Elo Hell and Elo Heaven. And it's kind of interesting to think about them since they actually are kind of the opposite of what players typically mean when they say them. Oh. Okay, I'm a terrible support. I'm not good at support. Like when a player says that they're stuck in Elo Hell, typically what they mean is they feel like they're in a rating where their players are so bad on their team that they can't carry them. That even if they do everything right, the players on their team are so awful that there's just nothing they can do to win all the games that they play. Where Elo Heaven, on the other hand, would be a place where the opposite is true, where your players are so good on your team that they don't end up losing lane. They don't end up going 0-10 and having the awful mistakes that makes them feel uncarryable like you have to deal with in Elo Hell. Uh-oh. Oh, let's go. People don't actually use the latter that frequently. For the most part, people just say, you know, no matter what rating you get to, you're gonna have to deal with garbage teammates. Just get used to it. Oh, this is perfect. I have ult. Oh! And they got late exhaust on me and everything. Oh, go. Oh! No! They're gonna live, aren't they? And we're all gonna die, aren't we? If I was a bad player, I would blame this Malzahar for not following the Echo or not taking teleport or something, feeding Echo mid lane and then going and not helping us out when he goes and ganks bot lane and and then letting him 1v1 him. If I was a bad player, I would do that. That's an example of me saying that I would be stuck in elo hell. I get bad players like this on my team that I can't carry them even when I do well. You guys all blame elo hell on your losses. I don't need to explain the concept to you. You see, the thing that I think is so interesting about phrases like this is typically when someone says something like elo hell, it actually means the exact opposite of what they're trying to say. If you're in a rating where everyone is actually so much worse than you, you don't call it elo hell, you call it elo heaven. You're a player that's out of that league. You're a player that gets to dominate the game with your superior knowledge, your superior map awareness, mechanics, whatever it is that makes you better as a player than everyone that you're playing with. You don't call that elo hell, you call that elo heaven. When you get to a rating where you can't climb anymore, or you can't carry yourself out of that rating, carry yourself any higher, that's typically because you're at your skill cap. You're at your elo heaven, where everyone on your team and on the enemy team is as good or bad as you are. But of course, those are the ratings where we stop paying attention to our own mistakes, where we just start blaming our teammates for everything that goes wrong in that game, and you don't pay attention at all to what it is that you're messing up. A lot of these subjects that I'm talking about are sort of what I based my YouTube channel on when I first started doing YouTube. I made a bunch of videos about elo hell. I think one of my most popular videos that has over 1 million views by now is how to get out of elo hell, or why you're stuck in elo hell. Don't go back and watch it. Don't do it. I cannot come anywhere close to watching any of those videos. Oh my god, my voice and everything in them. It's so cringe. A lot of the subjects that I brought up in those old videos are stuff that's still applicable today, and they're things that I'm going through right now. I'm getting auto-filled onto roles that I don't know how to play. I'm trying to learn jungle. I'm trying to get better at top lane and climb myself back to diamond. They're at least out of platinum 2, because oh my god, I'm embarrassed right now. And it's really easy to fall into that mindset of just blaming elo hell and blaming your teammates for your mistakes. You guys see me do it on stream way too much. I don't want to really go back to making all these old tip videos and go back and go over all these subjects again, even if they are still relevant, still plenty relevant, and things that I could... Oh, look, we actually made a good play. Things that I could totally talk about and probably still help you guys climb out of bad ratings. But if I could offer you guys one more piece of advice, it would probably just be try and think logically when you find yourself stuck in a situation like this. If you're actually just getting stuck in games where you have Malzahar's mid lane that make Echo go 11-3 and Yasuo's go top lane, that we all know how Yasuo top lanes go. If you're actually stuck in one of these ratings, take the time to enjoy it. I mean, if you're actually playing with and against people who are really quite so bad, then you'll win. You'll get out of your rating eventually, but until you do, take some time to enjoy the free kills, the free pentakills, the free legendary killing sprees. If you're on a Smurf, if it's a new season, or if you're correcting your rating from getting drunk that one time and destroying your elo, take the time to enjoy it and have a bit of fun, because it actually can be pretty damn fun. But of course, if you don't end up climbing, then maybe you're just as bad as everyone you're playing with. Looks like I'm as bad as everyone I'm playing with, but I'll go ahead, learn from my mistakes, and hopefully use it to get better as a player. Anyway, though, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching today's video. I will, of course, see you all tomorrow, but until then, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.